ene empnatwen ho afutuo ne eguso a kire se ye kire no obi beka se na wensu ye de ye den kan hunu se wusua no productivity ye kamfo adwumayefo a wo kurom ha nyina no so mo awade na mo mpnatwen koyie ma wo mo a kan hunu se de ye hwehwe wo adwuma mu no yensa ebeka nti obi anhwe bi kan hunu se ye streaming live our Facebook and our Facebook your social media say babia Instagram Facebook and your website www.kantankatv.com honom na say bibia ekoso kama ene enkomo aye ba betwetwen o say sex oh ye masho sex see ukwa would be beba na de sex de unim ebi aye ba beka male and female gender because I know so your sex since say beba come form now be hu sex now 3 times daily na hard dream na ye nsem bebre enso na bia wo gender and yebusa counselor agini dwade abusuafo sex no obema yate ase counselor
niaba
ma okwaba
ye nia
konkonten wa madibi
pacho de metiyamba
oh na dai
me hwe ofie
me pacho se bibia pokode ye ne nyankopon ase enen so ye de erade de ache topic na emodu na sensitive ade so amafo ani je ho if say nsem bebre wo ho na aye sexy die mi hu ba bia me nhyɛ ase firi ena mi hu ba bia me nkowie mi hu ba bia me mfamfiri enti wadaroma counselor sex fire call
de edi kan che tiefo ni ahwefo ni obusuan nyina ye ka sex wansem one of the reasons why a lot of marriages are not enjoying themselves is because of their sex life. What we say our dear any sex and and I'll be frank with people. Oh what dear na edum pempensu bia na hwe amma na edida ho amma na yakoye say mo passion for sex ana mo tinka na mo kane for sex no so yati yakofom because the sexual libido mo say we bema you start sometimes and most of the time everybody watching with sings here will know that we bema at a point your sexual life towards your partner start to say yakofom
yeah
o ba wa tinka ema wukun 1 year hwe itumi so te ejina ka na no bia ye mienu miensa ebe kakra na ba mienu na aba baako wan hwa afi itumi transe bosomi mienu ni ye sex yes e normal se o transe wa wade mu na o wade for some time na mo sexual drive and also mo affection and mo intimacy conform something is wrong somewhere and yeah. So, you see, the reason why some of these things happen in marriages is because we don't understand what sex is all about.
Okay.
And Jamaican say, "I be bregu" because of homosexual life. And you about it, you know, say, "Beman one men na say in the conform no kunya ubi abonti ofri so on was satisfied no." Beman so na ne yere man kwan in da ozo na say dia what dey ya think what you know sexual you know and they conform no akopɛ girl. So it looks like sexy. It has a lot of problem, or it has brought a lot of problems to our marriages. So we want to understand what sex is all about. We want to and then I'm be catching will be say yenya akonya wo TV so any radio so baby na ye ka sex once more won yen kai say adia na ye ja to on ye chirima nyame ya dom no mo ba no mo behwa they must be able to learn something from it. We shouldn't, you know, sir, program be TV be and the radio, so it's all about, I'm sorry, check doom, publishing, those things doesn't help our society. This kind of society we have today must be able to, we should endow them with knowledge. They should increase in knowledge. Yeah, but your mama about the next 20, 30, 40 years, they will still come and read about whatever was told. Tina me no Kwame Nkrumah mbreso mu ayen wo yen ebia ye na bi breso ne yen wo ye but then ya santoa me be beti ndidin na so ni history gusu da ho brafo a obo yank no so ye betwena to. So we should understand that whatever education we are giving people on TV, on air, on radio idea ever down forever. So we shouldn't take the next generation for granted and be talking sabi rubbish on radio and TV. Because people are learning. Children are learning from us. Now let's talk about sex. One of the things, sister, we need to understand is that sex is a gift from God. Sex is a gift from God. And I repeat, sex is a gift. Sex is a gift from God. Sex is a gift from God. And all the religion will tell you that sex is who created sex? God. Nyame the bo obani bema yeka sex cry day. Sex ha ni twa simple. Se obani bema enye nhyiamu omunye kitahudie na se kitahudie no your spiritual effect of it, your emotional effect of it, and your physical effect of it. Now anytime we have sex, there's something we call a bond. Eti bema wayere oba bema ekunu chinimo bema okunu oba oyere say yesia na ye sex there is a spiritual bond, there is a spiritual oneness, and there is a spiritual unity. Eti ha me beka bibia hyemu say bema de wo be hia no wo da ewo awade mu a sunsumu covenant bisi ana say apambi esi na che say ye menu mienu ni awade ni ye beda ye da sunsumu there has been an exchange. Now this exchange is invisible. Yehu, but it's real.
Okay.
And you know, our dear young fire home come young. Because anytime we have sex, we have created a bond. It is I mean one day. Now we are baba one day, but only mad. You are creating a lot of bonds. We call it soul tie. We are bema one in ma bebre da enya achievement o. In fact you are bringing problems upon yourself. Why? Because whoever you sleep with determine what you carry. Ni awoni ni da actually dey betra mu and in your ma I'm telling you there are many young guys who are under curses. There are many young guys who are facing problem upon problems and they don't even know where it comes from. And madun one wo dani mema. Won say me wo ma me no ma de dada. Wo mema no ma de dada. Esun ba bia be free. Esun ba bia wo free. Ani ye ba be hia de so ye beda. Ne won kotete aba ne ma kotete ayaba ye hia ne ye sex. Ne ye da wa mara ye nware sunsum. There has been an exchange and a swap. Etina kire se ahohom tan na timi mu a me no da mama wo bi so de kakra wa ma bibi. Eti one easiest way a demon can be transferred from one person to the other through sex. It is very hard for a demon to live in a virgin. Yeah. Any ameba. Eti ade di kan se me pesa me deviate. And yes I can say bebre. Ade was here say sex was created by God.
Okay. Between
a man and a woman. So when you mean about sex, but sex must be done at the right way. In other words, sex was created by God, but when you are not married, you are not permitted. Why? Because it creates bond and covenant. One day, now then you are creating a negative covenant, a negative bond, negative oneness. What the idea? Everybody said you can have demonic attacks. You can have problems, even though the sex was created by God. They said poison, DDT. DDT are poisonous, but your idea and your poisonous, man. Acid, are poisonous, but you bet to be the acid that you are near beer and your poisonous, so my dear. No, so for sana sex, are you good? Now, so quite a fast why can create problems for you. Now, Mr. Sex was created by God. Okay, in Genesis, be your software Christianity. Okay, in Genesis, when the Bible says, and God commanded the man and said, be fruitful, be multiply, and replenish. How can I be fruitful without sex? How can we multiply without sex? How can we replenish and bring a lot of people on the earth without sex? Now, Misano, you go Sunday school now, your oncophobia confused. I said, go where the Abani Adam need for tea and the Diabano, and sex. And yet, you be then you can say, sex, no, no near the about. It's not true. But the first command he gave to them, replenish, multiply. How do we multiply with that sex? So, sex is a gift God gives to man so that we can multiply.
Okay.
Now, because say, sex is also two souls being bound together on a profound level. Sex unites two people physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Now, let's talk about the purpose why God created sex. Butayentia nyame bo sex. One say ye de any man say butaya nyame bo sex and say ebewo. But this is not true. Number one, God created sex for pleasure. For pleasure. Eti butayentia nyame bo empasu kita hudie. Emma wo ba ni be ma pleasure. Pleasure twi be ye enije. Ankeka. Say ye di beje. Eti one day. Now one time yes sex number one, you are not enjoying it. You are not having the pleasure from why God created it. That we don't only do sex or have sex or make love for babies. We also make love for pleasure. That one time for money kun. One time for money. Why ye nyame? Depriving yourself from your partner is an insult to your spouse. It is somebody who come me get me kunu. Na me time for mano. Na me dia me fail me dia na dia me dia 1 month to 2 months ya why ye nyame say botaya wo de boy no pesa botaya de bebem. Now a lot of marriages are not enjoying this level of sex because they feel like na me ne kwada na onye man me ne and also the reason why ade for wunwi contraceptive baby because they think that only need that but no, sex number one was created for pleasure. I was say would enjoy.
Counselor na emre bia na se unya sankita hudie na was say we enjoy. Yes,
of course, yes. Oh yes. To you kunu na unya ready say wo de be mama enjoy ade memma why. Member try. Member hammy. Member take me because sex must be enjoyable by pleasure. Eti yami enu ade no obeji age na mo wani nje obeya ayo na mo wani nje onyu a mesero memma obebi owa woni ni nya mpasu gitawudi a otumi ma bro yo no no adane no na be ma eja obe de oni baby ko na obese sada no wotre ne hunti na be ma na ye na memere mfeso anya de ezan se ade no ye na wo yire no won fa nhia wa ahunkan hyeda anim I say ukọ repi obi oda wa na wo ye dabi the pleasure should be there. I was say unya atenka ede e wa ade na wo yerim ade bi a wo ye bi a wo de passion na ye no e so unya results from the passion. And so one purpose why God created sex is pleasure. You need to enjoy it. The two of you must explore. I was say mama nije eti men kan kire o ye no so say wasai. And a man can't say you're bad boy. What say? Pleasure is very important. Number two, why God created sex for intimacy.
Intimacy.
Intimacy. Intimacy. The word intimacy means that getting to know you. The more I make love to you, the more I get to know who you are. What you are.
I work one best to come.
I work one best to say. Well, we say, what about you, Mary? Me no nete. But me say there who's when it comes to bedroom bedmatics, right? I will never know you until I explore. The more I have sexual intimacy, I can sexual, and then intimacy. So the sex is not enough until we are intimate. Intimacy means that we are born, we are together. We are not ashamed. The Bible said, and when the man saw the nakedness of the wife, Eve, Bible said, and they were not ashamed. Intimacy. It means that your nakedness, you shouldn't hide it from me as your partner. No. We should be bold enough to be naked before each other. Because there's no license.
Counselor, ni nyina na de pleasure ne ba no. Ana so for pleasure.
Chrono pressure. Pleasure ni chrono. All right, so let's go. Okay. Let's go. So sexual. So God created sex for pleasure, intimacy, and then oneness. Also oneness. The more we make love as a couple, the more one we are in the spirit.
Okay.
The more one we are in the physical. the more one we are emotionally. Couples sometimes sex, they are very bond. Now it's not easy for something to come between them. No. And until you say, "Oh dear, ababa wa na branche bi a wo chimpena, a wo tiny the boy and the girl dapa no." Ubo say mujai. Guy ni subanye, oba ni subanye, but mujai separation edin basa. What am I going to? Because the more the sex, you are creating bond. Physically, emotionally, and then spiritually. Eti, almost a guy this man ya by a car unko. Guy this man ya by a car unjai. Why? Because my sex but there is a bond. So bond the way, some mujaya, I just a bomb by a mouth breaking, and yes, it can affect you. You know, to me, what I say, and you ray in X, and yes, and you're treated into you, the sex not in the year and the count. And the last one, why God created sex? Procreation. Procreation. After the war.
Yeah.
A war. Yeah.
I think I almost say, so when you're warding, say,
Obawa. Menyo. So procreation, you can your man and 9. Why? Oneness, intimacy,
yes, sir.
Pleasure, and then procreation.
Yes.
And your man botaya nyame de boss sex in the bini. Ti ahadi ya bewo. Bible said children are gift from God. Ya na wo a chese nyame. De obo ma yen yes sex love making no eson fa so de ba ku ni o. Eti o making love to your wife or your husband. You need to understand these levels to understand that we don't only make love to get pregnant or to impregnate a woman or to have children or babies. We also do it for oneness, for intimacy, for pleasure, and then also for procreation. Now, sex outside marriage, this is what it means. We are still talking about sex,
okay,
but I'm saying something. I'll learn very good, so listen. Sex outside marriage, this is what it does. Sex outside of marriage communicates that commitment is not needed. Sex outside marriage. I am saying that, look, me, I do sex for free. I don't want to be committed to anybody. That is why I do sex around. What she's trying to communicate to the spouse is that I don't want to be committed to you. It is called adultery. Number 2, sex outside marriage. Sex outside marriage, we can also call masturbation as sex outside marriage.
Hey,
yes, yeah. Yes. Masturbation communicates that relationship and marriage is not needed. Now masturbate, you are saying that my marriage is not important. I don't need it. You have insulted your creator.
Wow.
Yes. What was sex toy? I was young mumrofia de be trained now. And one now bow him who used to show Udian. And one you are insulting your creator. That is masturbation. You are trying to say, look, I don't need all these things. This thing you call marriage is not important. Marriage was created to satisfy your partner. So once you can satisfy yourself, you are insulting your creator. Another sex outside marriage is pornography. Pornography communicates that it is okay and I don't need you in my life. Well, say before we are normal what they want. Or who porno not their man in the area. Or who porno not their man in the kun. Shana star when you it's a sin against God. You have insulted the honor and the value of your marriage.
Intimacy, counselor.
Yeah.
The benefits, pleasure.
Yeah.
And these are some of the things that the person is actually looking out for.
Yeah.
Say obey, send ye beya, ebe buano, say atinkana war no, nensaka. And some of these things that we see, you know, oneness, to be able to learn. It's also an avenue.
Avenue for Pono. Avenue credit a place where money will come from. Your business avenue. baby I ma make a baby nchiro one pono na America for ne act no one pono we Viagra ne aphrodisiac no ma act pono abre no it doesn't add value to your marriage.
It's a new thing we are actually practicing.
Totally wrong. Now Krachi the bear match 7 sir. Na one sister bi aye star beyond o tunin son ba waje $100 but o tunin son sister he came oh hey you kill me no I came kwasi asem sir na when you say pono na the man o yere say star we will do it Krachi unye serious husband unye serious wife unye serious. Listen, there are sexual educational tools that we can use for marriage couples. I'm a counselor. Your videos or the books or marriage couples you use. Okay. Yes. It be a sex videos. It teach you how to make a love, even how to stimulate your spouse, how to get your orgasm, what to do.
And if these things are theoretical, at least this pornographic material gives you
no. Porno is porno. Don't come and use grammar and then change it. As if when we are talking about sin, we want to start. Porno is porno. Porno is something we should not entertain in our marital home. Porno, mamika bibinchiro. A lot of men who are cheating, probably women too, but I don't know. I am a man. A lot of men who are cheating because of these pornographic videos, because they watch it and their wives, most wives are not interested in doing some stars. In fact, star needs to have qualities, you know, but star you are it doesn't make sense. Your wife will do it. What else here? Pejade na two wardrobe so now we general form. Now you shede nimsa. Nyansan shede nim Kristo ni be me. Nyansan shede ni Muslim ni be me gini. Nti onya girl bia na adwene wo form again ne de. Won shede anwene sa. A obenya kakra ma na di ahye ne kakra na atotobi ama na di sunsumo form a on dey why ready it was sending the pono no say baby today we will do this but sa pono cannot go to the wife not because the wife is not sexually active but there are things as a wife you must not allow even your wife to do it. What is here? We are Christian ni be mapa. We are Muslim ni be mapa. I will show you nyankropa and you maybe you don't entertain. I'm telling you, remember baby phone so obe come gallery na pono egu ho no. Pono no de ye dey ho. Eya hwan na de kire no. Eya wo bo hye ye den. So whenever you choose pono that satisfying your partner, and this thing pono has led a lot of people to masturbation. Has led a lot of women into lesbianism. Has led a lot of people astray from their marital homes. Anytime you choose porno, you are saying, I don't need my partner. And the last one, anytime you watch more porno, it's easy for you to rape. Yes, because you see, what you watch enters into your mind and will work from your mind to your heart, and then trouble has come. And so there are 3 things you do or 4 things you do outside marriage that will kill your sexual drive for your partner. Number 1, masturbation, pornography. And then trying to say that I don't need to be committed. In other words, sleeping with a lot of men or women. Thank you.
Counselor, with the issue of masturbation, there are situations that call for masturbation. Especially
in other words, we are justifying it.
Not justifying a question. And you explain why you feel in that situation, masturbation is not right, especially when the other spouse is not close by. And
starting from Genesis 60, God created a man and woman and said, "We multiply." Masturbation multiply. Masturbation, am I fruitful? Am I will replenish earth no masturbation? If it is no, then in the beginning it was not so. So why now? It's tra. Any mrofo movie share, anakofa sex toy, any masturbation yaba. So the problem is that even church people are entertaining it, and we think it is normal. It's a demonic influence. I'm telling you. And also one of the things it attracts is a spiritual marriage. A lot of people are used to masturbate. You cannot masturbate without picturizing and visualizing something. A lot of people who are going off marriage track, And breaking covenants is because of this pornography and this masturbation thing. Marine spirit, it creates problems between you and your husband. You can't, at a point, you can't enjoy your husband's sex. I just said, what do we are wild or such a show? Wow, we are and son, I want to once, I know. But beginning, it wasn't so. So what's the problem now? The problem is that masturbation invites spirits that kills marriage. We are at a point, suddenly from nowhere, they said, we are masturbation. What do you call it? Yeah, masturbation. We are at a certain point in life, you don't enjoy sex anymore with your partner. What you do is that even after sex, you still want to masturbate. Because I know now we are winning her high. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about, there are many reasons for this.
Okay.
It could be an opportunity to bond with your spouse or your partner. That is sex. So sex is an opportunity to bond with your spouse. Another thing, it could be an opportunity to show your partner love and affection.
Okay.
Sex, Emma winya akwenya, echena wo yere and okunu se mido. Me know your sex, I akwenya ba kwa chesa mido. See the way the lady will open up, the wife will open up. Just say, baby, make love to me, baby, come on, and for you, use me. Use me in nature. Let's say for us, be good sukulu. Or be so chena say me do so much that my body is for you, use me. So what is an opportunity for you to know how committed she is, how committed he is? It's also an opportunity for him or her to show you love and affection. That is sex.
In a situation where the tata or baby now who say no, this time around this is not love and affection, but rather.
No. And then any panel or yes, sexually very active.
Okay.
Something can be done about it by seeking for help. So what the tata will swear is a sign of love. Trust me. Odi baby ako. Maybe or natural who ni yere huwa. Ni be mo to me manenda. Nigiri body is very attractive. Yeah, very attractive. Nigiri ohun nakedness onto me into a attached, glued, bond to the wife. Do ohun nigiri nwa. Te ma bebre to say me dey bigari na me dress na me ko amempe. Acha mpe be because me could onye hu me ho pe. Bebre yodo. Ana bebre so ye or ye sexually very active. E dia no say so oba ni active oba ni free say ni kun ni dadodo yodo. E dia no say wo oba no nye sexually active and our sexual libido wadawa. You can seek for counseling help. Na ye ni be ma na kasa no wotumi balance no na oba no so you do what we call an adjustment because umpe de na so kumpe you need to balance yourself.
Okay.
All right. And look, you might feel more secured in your relationship or in your marriage when you have sex more.
Security.
I'm telling you.
How?
More sex, more. Or baby, nikun tane neda. And nikun any nyam pasu kita hudie. And he said, my husband is more committed to me. It is not easy for my husband to go out there. But once you don't have sex consistently with your wife, I'm not saying consistent like every day, but 1 month you didn't die, 2 months you didn't die. Or show from afar, would you say we will be a catch her 2 days? Now will be 2 days. Now may be 3 days. I check a week, but now 2 months. Something is wrong. Yes, I suspect too. So you are seeing somebody somewhere.
Now what if it is a dream baby?
A whole lot of. It doesn't matter how a man is thinking. 2 months, you can't survive. You look for somewhere to share pipe good.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay.
Also. When you have more sex, it's a sign of pleasure. You are having pleasurable and fun. What I say, who said romantic? We don't always do sex in the bedroom or on the bed. That is when children are not around. Daddy, mommy, down. No, I mean, how can you walk in front of your kids with your nakedness happening? What I say, this is a pleasurable fun. You are exhibiting and you are having fun. This is called sex. Why? Because sex was created by God and it's from God. Now, I've written a few things here. I'm going to run through very fast. Okay. And then you come. Sex is one of the first acts God blesses. And I repeat, sex is one of the first acts God blesses. Sex. Number 2, the unclothed human body is a divine creation. Say onipa be ya adeja ama ne yiri ni nikum eye nyame kwan ofa so ba ade. Wa wo say obi woro no wo no open na kwan do no. Ade a wutumi hwe ye bodani a oye naked. Unu ade korontia. It says onipa ye naked a wo. It speaks a lot in the spirit. Everything about Bema, who about nakedness, ask David, who about nakedness, or some money you find about money. When you see the nakedness of a woman, it's something God has created that is mysterious. You can't understand. Okay. We were created to have sexual desire. So to have a desire towards your partner is not a sin. That is how God created the human body, to have a sexual desire towards your partner.
See, with the sexual desire, in the absence of the partner, what do you do to that sexual desire?
The sexual desire ba o ya mere ba wa bruchiri enya mmaso enuti na maka toward the dynamic. Somebody long distance relationship does not help people. Local distance so etego awade e the suspicion ba e the cheating ba it doesn't help people. Maka kan de bia meka so because we are meant to ubusa ba rhythm na mebo. And then they say sexual desire na ba sa na nyame ye nipa wo wade kura sister wo wade ya wo why you feel the urge you want to make love. That is how God has created man. If that urge is not controlled, you don't exercise control over it, a baby be fufro. Because God created us to have sexual desire.
Okay. And
the last one, God designed physical love to be a normal part of his creation. I think I did know. Everything Adam and the bone, so I say, this is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. This is what belongs to me. Because God created love to be part of us. So that when you see somebody, you can feel loved. And it is good to make love, or it is good to have sex. Don't ever underestimate it. It is good. And to kwasi, na sometimes I'm chereba, na niwo na maso, any journey a hand time, any ego bana untumi impetua. Sometimes even sex can settle issue. When a man is depressed, frustrated, and under stress, sex can heal it.
Light bill, yeah, the light bill, your boy.
Sex can let you pay it. I'm telling you, what sex can be, sex is very powerful. If you are telling me sex is not powerful, why would somebody give his car to a woman for sex?
My God.
Buy a private Benz. Or no only Benz, so you should Toyota. Buy Benz for a girl. Sex. Why would somebody travel from here to Dubai? Sex. Why would a man ride a bicycle to Tamale? Sex. Why would a man want to curse himself? Because of sex. Sex is very powerful.
Now when I can't buy a car,
then there is free. What sex can do to a man, you have no idea. Sex is so powerful that sex can heal a sickness. Sister, Doctor B to me says, sister, I sex ache. Why? Because we are the way. We are treating. Say right? Yeah. So what we are saying in a nutshell is that sex was created by God, and every married couple, we need to enjoy sex because it creates spiritual bond, emotionally bond, and then a spiritual bond. And also God created sex for a lot of purposes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Counselor Ebusia, for Counselor na just wadaroma wabiabium ama yehu de ekoso obi say ene topic ne de enye izo chese mu chire nsemu ankasa ene de mama yehu noma ene de mu bie noma so ene de mu kansam na de edin kan a wo ma yete ase ma membo ne tofa na afi messages no yen starting ne yen reading messages ne bi ya WhatsApp line no ye de ato screen ne mi wie nso a medwane afa Facebook kakra na afi nkomo no ya twetwe ne kama o se awade de ene sex na eko mpaso agro de ene awade I say intafo no omunam wo ye den untimi nja ba ko ho emesen ko ba ko enti se wo de wa ye wa adwen se awade na wo wade no companionship contract wo ye den that's what I say do or die fe wo ma ya ti ase enso se empaso agro nkita hodie se oba ne be manhie mudie ya chede a nyankopon de maye na che awurade wote na henie mu no se okunu ne oyere ahia na nije na che ayade emu oduo eni kwase ye didi agro wo se de ntia ye wo se ye di mpaso agro ye chese oba ne bema ye hia eye for pleasure se wonso wo be feel so atiase eye very necessary eti obi say na me de me ne no ene ya ena me de ono nko na edwen ne ho counselor say wonso dwen ho enti ene ne nkomo na mo hwe na mo mienu mu nyina cap ne nyema na enije emroso na say obi a beba akwadwonso na mwadwonso pepepe o say for intimacy say mo be hu mo ho odo na ewo mu ntem no o say nipa na wawa no no wonim no enso dan nyina woni ni di mpaso agro no na fei odo soronku bi afei nipa no wo be hu no eno ene ade nti a ewo se wone wo yire ana wo kunu da bia eni kwan se mode empaso agro edi agro o se nyankopon ahyemra ama ya te ase for procreation se obewo reproduction replenish emma enti ena chese nyankopon abo sex obi say any me yire de atale ne ho counselor sama weekend de wa hwe ni ya me ya ma na fe population no just a me te me country na fe me citizenship because enya asem ketwa counselor say ni nyina eka ho bi ya dia de eka empaso agro anase nkita hodie a eni kwan se ye nyina ye yi ni ana ya adwen efri so enti se wo ye bema anase wo ye oyire wo ye okunu na dan nyina wo de no wafiri akire na wo fa akire na wo bo akire eno ne yese adultery ai wo yesa na kan hunu se why wadwen outside marriage sex why wadwen se oneness na ye hwehwe se wo ne wo yire ne wo kunu mo be ye ba kono wo de o mpene sa da bi why ho extra sim phone 3 sim cards wo de o sim slot na edoso enti just ye hwehwe ne bebre eno ene de nsem bebre eba wo se wo hwe pornographic materials bebre nso a de nsem bebre ene eba enche se pono wo hoi eyade a ensososo ye nkyirem nka nkyira wo se yade pa kan hunu se obi na eje na ne gie wo gi hu ska wo wi a wakwa ye eye obi adwuma nso de nka wo hwe ema wani je sen ene asade a se ayi ukofo etete mortar ne cement e mixi a wo akogina wo ahwe se ubenya ne gie wo ho nso a na wakọ because ye betua ne ka nti ade a wo bi gi hu ska de wadaroma no watena wo baabi efise hu sunsuanso wa de ba no bebre enye masturbation ka ho na chese no ma eni kwan se fata e wo se wo ye eto de bia wo hwe no ma we ya no ma eni kwan se wo ne wo yire ana wo kunu ye no na fe wo pre na wo ye ba ma na se oba no esan se opese ohwe na awade ni gina nti o se meye ebi nso a na nakomam entisa nti no ma bi wo ho a emfata wo yire emfata wo kunu eno ena chese counselor achirechirem amayati ase enti se mpaso agro de the bonding eba love and affection security sign of pleasure and afen so kan hunu se eyade anyankopon ahida so na se nipa da se ni de se wa kura wo bodeja eto sen ugina hokura na wo hwe ho hunu se no we de nyame abode anya ize woto ne bo enti eyade a esombo eyesoronko enti eni kwan se ye toto sex ase kura enti wenin sensem a counselor amayati ase wamaye hu enso se sex there it is part of creation me aminim sensem bebre wo wadwin questions na ebobo pasa wadwin ma ye onde he aye bebre enti making kind messages ne bi ewo WhatsApp na fe yato aso na madwane aba Facebook ansana ye bie phone lines no atum aseda biom enkoma Jo Clayden wadaroma ena chese me ho ayefe. Thanks so much Daddy for the deep insights. I really appreciate. God bless you with more oil. Chese inshirana na ebano. Daddy, I have a soft copy of your teachings. God bless you. Please, I am enjoying your show. Please keep on doing this by CID. Hello, good evening. I'm Parkwell from Kaswa. Today is my first day watching and I really like the show. Keep it up. kantanka nyankopon so enhyira na koso ne hwe eyewukuada adwuada no nkro ne fa krain ne nyina yete ha stream live and so ewo Facebook. Okay, please, my husband loves sex too much, but I don't know how to solve this because anytime we have sex, he's so happy. Please help me, counselor.
On to us, sir. What's my sex? The be an age. And a day.
Well,
one cast on pill. Or see my husband. Sex too much. And any time we finish doing it, he's happy. So the lady is not complaining, saying that or
so how can I solve this problem? Or who the husband's love for sex?
They were passionate about it, you know,
yes,
as a problem.
Yes,
so she should be able to adjust and also communicate with the husband that okay, be a week in maybe 24. Yeah, of course, it's possible.
Hey, counselor, say I'm timetable to na move change.
Yes, we better to move about. But come on.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I mean that is it.
Counselor, say for her na. God bless you, Counselor Lawrence from Donkoh. Good evening, Counselor. God bless you so much for the teachings. My husband is not around. I can be there for a year without sex. It's never easy, but I pray God brings us together soon. Until nature say long distance. Yeah,
your bomb passing baby. Yeah.
Hello, this is Churchill Joshua from Tema Community 25. I want to ask that can sex lead to marriage if the two really love each other, counselor?
Can sex you see, whilst we are looking at can sex lead to marriage, we're also watching it from can sex lead to disappointment. You understand? So I mean, I will not encourage you and say yes, sex can lead, but the most dangerous aspect is that when sex is the leading of love, you can deviate from the purpose of marriage.
Deep.
Because then sex has become the leader. And then love is a second choice you are making.
Yeah.
So the sex, see, a man can marry you without love. But because he feels, is he competent? She feels
compatible.
Not just compatible. She feels good with you on bed. Ultimately, only NCA move on personal, a famano. Maybe was like mummy no a pick like okay, you use compatible like a pick and day like who obey me I for sex and then love somebody somewhere. How would you know someone or what they want your dog and our sexual life the way we are crazy on bed. The one with the share up dog the man no done what done like hey Charlie we adventurous. Hey, Jesus Christ. Oh baby. Master me wado because me nya baby at say wa obetimi e bi kura so aneso ba wo na to me. You understand what I'm saying?
My God.
G obego. Eh, don't for you. You know, so once the sex becomes the leading visioneer for your future or for the marriage, I'm sorry, you are under threat. Because now you can't tell me it is a love. And out of the love, there is commitment. No, once the sex starts, sometimes how we encourage the youth, sex, no sex, no sex. We don't want to preach Bible and tell you that when you say you're born, yes, you're born, but we keep telling them no sex, no sex, and they think that you are playing. I hope you understand me.
Yes,
because once sex is leading you, you can go blind and choose wrong.
Okay. Abusia for ye be phone lines na to me. I mean, say what questions be our person Ubusa counselor. Not just say ye the bibia ashisha so. And again, when you're married, you just got married, counselor, and during your honeymoon, you realize that the lady has low estrogen. What will you do?
You take her to the doctor or to see a doctor, and then she needs help. I mean, why don't you help?
Love this so much. Love you, counselor. This is my first time of watching this program. He's speaking the mind of God, Pam. Keep it up, boss, and God bless you so much.
Amen.
Counselor, may God bless you for all the teachings you've been teaching us, especially we, the youth. I used to masturbate until I had a girlfriend, but ever since she broke up with me, I tend to masturbate more. I would love to stop, but as time passes, I go back and do it again. What should I do?
She must be able to pray and seek for the help of God. He's not perfect. He needs God's grace. To have self-control.
And I think so he should keep himself busy.
Yeah. When you have a lot of things doing, when you live an ideal life, you don't have anything to do. Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, it's true.
You get something doing. Now get extracurricular activities. Not just a normal ubetimi ede wo ho ahyem na wo ye na wo koba na wabre wabeda wa aduane a wadi wada na anye hey Adriana akofa nsem bebre na abro. Good evening. I love this topic. I want you to tell my lady I love her so much. She's open to me from her heart. From Apia Nungwa to my love Hannah at Tema Community 8. Okay. Odo ankasa wadaruba. Valerie, I got myself into masturbation since 2014. I am someone who prays and I have tried to stop, but the day I will make up my mind to stop, that is the day I will experience it more. Please, with all due respect, ask counselor, what should I do? My breath, I hate it. And I feel ashamed because I feel I'm not going forward in life. Please.
Is that masturbation?
Yeah.
The lady?
Yes,
if she will be fine, she can call me, come to the office and see me.
Okay.
There are things you need to learn. There are things to hear. You need to go through counseling.
Okay.
It be a spiritual, it be a physical.
All right. Your first caller, Ahumane. So hello. 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 Yentinka. Okay. Okay. Nature said went to me engineer. So also my name is Amanda. My husband can stay 5 months without sex. When I try to have it with him, he gives me excuses and he sleeps off. We've been married for 8 years. I decided to commit adultery because I don't know what to do again. Counselor, I've talked to him, but to no avail. Answer na be yano yewo obi ewo ahomane. So hello.
Hello.
Yes, dear.
Good evening.
Good evening, Midofo. Yetio wadaroma bonetofa.
Me pacho di miko. Oyi miko baby. The way canon. Sex in the yeah back way. Like
Midofo, jina baby ye mame wate. Na etwetwe sim. Chese.
Me say.
Hello.
Yes. We say no, but almost baby. Sex in the all way. Yeah, you know, but almost I say it's a me or say.
Okay. Nature say maintaining papa Mr. Wadaroma no wagina baby ye. Adia san say na agina mango duase e to de bia. Call me PPC. Nti Mr. say mango ase na agina na watwo. Wadaroma. Me pese mete won kan e na afi so counselor pese o te won ka se ne be ya betimi ayi no. Counselor, nti we no what should she do?
I'll say
she's been married.
Yeah.
Her husband can stay 5 months without sex.
Yeah, so this man has a problem. And so they should seek for counseling and ask the pastor how no beko. But I believe oh be man na busua that is ne papa ne maame ombo mama ne and na woni be man nkasa wodo kwa so hwe. There is a problem.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Midofo.
Joshua,
okay, Joshua Manenko counselor to you, Wadarum.
I'm not married yet, but I love masturbating. Always, I put myself into it. I can't stop, and I'm not able to stop too. Please, what should I do?
I mean, you. What do you love, Joshua?
Please,
you said you love doing what, Joshua?
Masturbation.
Okay. Counselor, Ebeyuano, counselor. This is also another issue.
Masturbation, you know, there's a demonic side of it, and then there is also the habit of it.
I love being.
Oh, see, he loves doing
then,
it.
Yeah, love.
Chairman.
And you love the way love no can on you. Or person just say it has become he is addicted to it. Now he can't stop it. And no san one no about crowd there you know or watch wa yaka ho. No. So I'm saying that there is a spiritual side and there is a physical side. But then you have to deal with it. You must go through a process. And yet one day wonder unless God intervene from heaven. He can call me, come and see me at the office. We'll talk about it. Psychologically, he needs to be free, and then physically as well.
Okay, let's just say I am same baby.
Yeah.
Enough for somebody to actually be glued to something. They constant.
I think that we'll talk about masturbation very soon. We'll talk about masturbation. It's killing a lot of marriages.
The youth, everybody.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. It's your phone lines. When I met him, he said he will marry me. Now he says he was just deceiving me. Then he started with sex. He loves sex more. He doesn't want to get married to me. So I quit the relationship with him because of the fact that he wasn't ready for marriage, but for sex. Now I'm here for 1 year without sex. Can it give me a problem, Daddy?
1 year without sex doesn't give anybody a problem. It rather helps you to organize yourself. Don't waste yourself.
Once you are staying without sex, 1 year, 1 full year. Sister. Just say, who better not tear rubber? Only problem. That's the most important thing. The who here is over exercise. Who didn't near pa na fe so there was a way be a wo ye send your bay uncle for fibroid near the adin no uncle fabi. Na emfa shame bro. O because a besi ahweni ye besi o hey we are day. Bibia be ye and you would need problem. Wadaroma. Ye be phone lines natum. Na my friend na ye Donkoh. Good evening, please, and thanks for your teachings, please. I have some issue with my wife. I'm 28 and she's 33, almost 6 years different, and I'm so confused about it. I'm Enoch.
Enoch Awari.
Yeah.
Na nigere no echen 6 years.
Yeah.
Asame no ka kire me why.
Me wan minim say afa no wan hu say oba no.
I don't any drew. Oh, we got the next question so. Mpachowa.
Hi, counselor. I'm a lady of 31. Anytime I'm having an affair with my husband, I think of my ex. How he would play with me before we have sex. But my husband would not do that with me. But he wants to go straight to the act. Amajua.
Let me tell you this. A lot of women, a lot of men are not enjoying sex. Sex is called love making, not sex. The act is sex. But when you are practicing it, it is called love making. And in love making, you take your time. You don't rush. 20-30 minutes for romance. You work on the body of the woman. Men, we don't work on our bodies. So our body is here. We don't work on it. We don't have time. So when you are working on the woman, you take, and then you need to listen. Even in the silence of a woman, she's communicating.
My God.
I hope you understand. When a woman is silently sleeping quietly, watch her face well. She's communicating.
Abna.
Yeah, but good evening.
Good evening, Sister Abna. Me pacho bonnet for counselor ti o Adaroma. Okay.
So when you have a wife trying to communicate to you as a man, telling you that do this for me, do that for me, take your time. Now we hear or Russia ko. No. And they be making love. Ujani akwa. I lose gidi. And lady this say, "Oh yeah, dear, sex in the over here. Sex, but you don't make love to her. She doesn't. Love making is when you are done with the sex."
In nature say it is actually an honors or banner that was on any kunu didn't come on normality as yes.
Who making love? While you listen to the woman, she must be in control. Okay. Do this for me, do that for me.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
My pastor is here. I can't throw. If I tell me what problem that's ready.
Okay. Bonnet for me.
Problem is saying, me never might be war. Na dan asem be yedi na sisi ano na otinemi kwa mi krom kakra na no obese dan before me hu na na se oni na ebe ma oba penyim bi akotena na sisi ansu ya so nyama bibia se na ye be ware enti sisi ya to le bia me frɛ no no on fiti ko tan na no pe no ano na obe frɛ into where the say cancer on buami.
Where the nyame na meboa no. The kwan obefa so obeboa ne ho ne say be ma ne no oba foforo akotra. Di won konkobo be ma na busuafo amane so papa ne maame wo ho ana busua pani a say dia mode hye no waye mini no mutu ne fumfiri o ansa na bedu ye sokora. Yeah.
Okay. Isaac Williams says, "Hi, I'm your greatest fan on TV time with DY Donkoh. God bless you so much." Isaac Williams. Mighty Mawuli Banini says, "Good evening, Miss Valerie. May God bless you and counselor for the good job you're doing. Please, I have something to ask. Can a lady be in love with 2 men at the same time? I need an answer seriously. Thank you so much."
The answer is no. Like and love.
Okay. Obi Ewo Ahomane. So hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Midofo.
Mbacho, friend Rita.
Rita Manenko, counselor to you.
Mbacho, me person bisa counselor some say. Me name a guy in it. Yeah, plan say, but many of our bad first or they can share me. I say, yeah, have a sex.
Okay.
But whenever say be over cassette, be I'm sending home for me and I say, Nanny boyfriend. If I meet my friend on for child, and all no say or payment or do not pay no me money. Tinadana, Mimi refuse no. And yes, and I had the program about 2 years since. Into a year and go for charge. But I want to say sex na money because me I know some don't have a sex there. But they say have a sex in the same. Many just sex no too much.
So una children no to say there. I want some.
Not just a guy in your sex door virgin.
Yeah.
But let you in a children sex here.
Yeah.
And I so guy
I didn't know say na what is here.
Okay, so
okay.
how could it no please. How could it also be maybe I know I sex double join no me be the one watch them. Yeah, every day she's saying I be that. Oh no be shall say hey not breaking you. Hey, me be that. No, it could be a lie, it could be also true.
Yeah.
But the truth is that one day me now person me sex now we can't know now before. It tells me the kind of man you are. That in future you are trying to tell me I'm not safe. Say the day I don't give you sex, you can cheat. So cheating is what he did whilst you were dating, not what he would do whilst you are married. And see, when the man dating chimperana or per sex one farmer now the bufuna, I just said the next year, it tells me how much the gentleman is not matured. If you are matured, you will understand that a relationship is not all about sex. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
There are many things to talk about than sex.
Fred Ewo Ahumane. So hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, Midofo.
Yeah, I'm Frederick. Ashama.
Okay. Yeti Wadaroma.
Many the program and then America.
Okay.
Now, counting the cost of social media is very low. And in 30 nations, the US are among them. Now, check. Bana in 2 days, and also that for. Okay, what that of Kana and the or person that you know. That's in a back. And you know, we did it in the 6 months and go. They say, I don't know what my making, and I don't know, sir, I don't know how to say, I don't know, and it's spiritual issue. And then, President,
Enti oba no ne na jai mo start some more tramp na 6 months pepepe na chese eguye.
Yeah, 2 years. But you want to be and Sana, no million.
Okay. It's Fred Sisia u issue na nkasa any day wadaroma.
They tell me that counselor. Because Mr. Counselor, and this man, man, on perfect. I'm not there or will be a year.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Okay. Maybe can't wait to defend women, but not to defend women. And my baby, oh my wade, I want time primo mukunu amonda bibri number 1. Be ma wundare. They are tossing me, you know. When you don't satisfy a woman from her angle, most of the time, only the bedana any ya. Sister, upper romance, romance. So by another, you know, you want to enter and then sleep with. Also by no wasanda.
Wasanda.
Do your basa when you most of the time, who be na ehano on penisa. Because remember, no, your sexual edge drive no, quite different from a woman. The man be free sex, no, because on pe. Who feel said there be a year manwa, we in the year man and no Sunday and what onwa. I mean, she will be open. It's young shiny year, man, so. Young shiny, maybe say, then I'm here what the sex life will be a wampe. Ah, what can mean jai? Maybe a mean gary. Because we are now person in the da. And mappe, but we are fresh. But we're gary. What's with the perfume that crap? You smell good. so that she can hug you, hold you, and make love to you. And now say, only need be make love wa. Uto obumano. I'm an old son. And yes, I dear. There be over dodgy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, February. In Komobi Koso, Facebook, na Menika, Obi Busa say, you bet me a program no meneda. And Cynthia, Ahene, was say Saturday, your bra, wouldn't we get a yanky town, dear, and you went to me and my counseling time.
Obina Chinoe. Say, me just
say, fire last call and son of my children. Okay. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Medofo.
Oh. Counselor, Yamin Shrow, Yamin Shrow, Yamin Shrow, Yamin Yoke, fear. A one net topic where I would buy no Yamin Shrow. The fan show me how they say. Many Kuya the compre Oh, Yabutre, Ebia, Sena. Ye base, Moti, one or Bian, one away, and one Yasoria, and one Yanya Oke, let us say, or Yanni baby Asina. And to see, I must say, or sad bizarre. Men person in Famano because I'm on Buami. The way I be a baby in here and a baby one woman. There be on your sorry.
Okay.
Well, the Americano. Who's our say, say, you could about on time farmer, because one. Of he said, we are now on Bassa on San Wow, a on no banafet or bebre. Timani be bre. Because I don't know, man be break question masturbation. Because what brain taffy, the everybody say, Obesia send your ideas I send one on one hoba. Because Nick couldn't satisfy no. It's a Mr. Bembe Bia, get a sex is a gift from God. Take your time, the pleasure, the oneness, the bond, the unity. You understand? Aside the procreation. Take your time for a woman when you are making love to your wife.
Or say, Obapa Hansen account on Facebook, because say African men, they don't know. You have to teach them. African men, they are not cry boy, madam. Teach him why. Nature say, I ain't same baby. Obia ekeka norma abum. Okay. Enti abusia for your last caller and your fire make kind 2 messages. Na fe ye did you media no about ye. Or say one hi counselor, good evening, please. Great work. I'm married, but I don't love my sex life at all. What should I do? Me patron.
So we're married, but don't penny sex life.
Yes.
Or no sex life, and the partner is sex life.
Not just a mummy and was some walking.
That means it means that if I am funny, say a man may be brilliant, but true.
Now, counselor, sexual compatibility in way. Say
this thing. You can learn it, you can create it. It is an atmosphere. Whereas every our sex life is different from member sex life. You'll be a premium who pentem, maybe wrong one, may I. Oh no, wrong. You want me to take my time? I need to learn it so that the two of us can come to a place of commonality. My baby, I mean, now, we are compatible, right? Study the woman who she is to know her so that you can work on her body. Don't rush. Send your only to take your time.
Anthony, I say we shouldn't have sex because once you have sex, you get a sexual orientation.
Thank you. Oh, see, a woman told me, said, maybe come back and person or so me more than intent, but we are not for kiss me. Or ever should be so pen intent.
Yeah.
So you need to learn from and then take your time.
Hi, Auntie Valerie and Counselor. Thanks so much for the teachings on sex. Myself and my husband has learned a lot, and it's really going to help our marriage. God bless you guys, Mr. and Mrs. Boabing. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Boabing. Please, good evening. My messages in the poor nepuba. My really young na yen free. Counselor, final words.
Final words is Yedamasi for listening to us. And please, whilst you are watching it on Kantanka TV, share. Because we are here to let people learn, and we are all learning. Over to me, Afrem was 0244 515544. I'm sorry to say this. And then you say, I've been very sick. As I sit here, it's only the grace of God, trust me. We'll be sending a message already D-Matem on SMS. The number is here 0244. I don't want to have time for you. Send me a message and say I'm a very stupid man. Why am I not picking his call? I am put on the platform to pick all calls. This foolish star I am. I should not let pride take me. I'm stupid. I mean, it's all a mental idea, but the action, Mr. Oh, for me, I'm in fire. Yes, my shedder. Sunday, Friday, I'm very sick. I can't even pick calls. And me coming here is a miracle. So, me na me fire nyanto boasia man fan in there. Me fan the china. Man fan the china. Me fan the chin. One person serving everybody. It hasn't been easy and it's never easy. So pray for me and that God should give me grace to be able to serve everybody. My social media handles in DY Donkoh. DY Donkoh. Oko hodna nyamia. Ube usa nyamia. DY Donkoh on Facebook. DY Donkoh on Instagram. DY Donkoh on Twitter. DY Donkoh on YouTube. Subscribe, share, and thank you very much. On Wednesday, we will come with something interesting. Thank you.
Okay. Inti, happy new month to each and every one of you. Ye bestre. Se bibia wode asi wakoma so ana wani so no obehwe na Nyankopon so wabompaye na bibia akoso kama yesua de yegusu yesua de enti messages no ana questions no mu de mumfa mra bresem no private time ye bekoso ne ahwe ne ye de bibia ato akwam. Happy birthday to CEO of Adepas Glam Nyankopon ensure precious nana jumo and yesterday was your birthday Nyankopon ensure kambu Adria Kambu, also Yankupo Shira, was my elite, or be a mapim matonyo mama, Yasem Ketua. Yankupo Shira Munina, Samoje Bre, Motimia, Motia, Yankupo Shiramo. Follow me, our Instagram, a champoma 332, and our Facebook, my page, Valerie J. Mensa. Valerie J. Mensa, Honsi, you bet me. Edin komo ye betimi atwetwe komo na fe topics a hopese ye treat bibia apese ye de hyehye so no na ye de ni nyina ya ka bom na ya tenase maka kire o sabusumi ye hyehye no ma wo de anya abotre wa ba hu se enya asem keto a ye nige sem nko a na ye de bro Kantanka TV de ye say experience Africa counseling time ye boa ama wo wode ne wo mpna twen edim nyampa ukuada ye behia makra